Hey guys, what's happening? My name is Rustic, I'm a professional stuntman, and today I'm going to give you some more tips on filming fight scenes. We're trained professionals, so take our advice at your own risk. We're showing you how to do action safely, but there's always the danger of getting hurt, so please be safe and use common sense. Also, hit subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. So today I wanted to cover some basic movement tips for actors. These are pointers that you can use yourself or that you can give to actors as helping tips on set. So number one is being aware of where the camera is at all times. Start practicing using your peripheral vision to feel where it is so you can make adjustments during the take. So for example, if you're the person attacking and you can see the camera with your peripheral vision, you can make the adjustment for your hit to make sure that it sells. Likewise, if you're the person doing the reaction and you can see the camera with your peripheral vision, you can move your face to be just in the right spot to make sure that the reaction sells. Film fighting is all about control. Your fight choreography is going to look better with precisely placed hits and reactions, and you're not going to have to do as many takes. When I was starting out as a stunt performer, I would catch myself going faster and faster throughout the choreography, but what that did was make me sloppier and sloppier. Pace yourself. You can still make your fight look messy while being precise and not rushing through your hits. So even though you may not know this, but when you see a really good fight, there is always an irregular tempo. This means that the fight isn't just one long exchange of beats, hit after hit after hit, but rather that it's broken into pieces depending on the choreography. So you can have like a hit, hit, duck, 1, 2, 3. So you want to keep it irregular because that keeps it more interesting for the viewer. And the way you do this is you figure out the tempo with your partner before you start recording the choreography, and you walk it through a couple times to store it in your muscle memory even with all those pauses. As we mentioned in the first video of this series, you don't need to be that close to your partner to sell a hit. And this is especially true for longer pieces of complex choreography. The most common mistake we see in fight choreography is when actors start crowding in, they start getting too close. This doesn't give you space to throw your punches and look good. So you want to be aware of the distance depending on what your next hit of the choreography is going to be. Being aware of your footwork and your distance is really important when doing fight choreography. If something doesn't feel right, it can usually be traced back to one of those two being off. You should learn some basic martial arts and boxing stances and practice moving in between them. If you watch a really good screen fighter, you will see that they switch their stances often and they look really crisp while doing it. Now another guideline to be aware of is the fact that you can use 45s to control the distance between you and your opponent. This means that you can walk between your stances while switching your hips to point slightly away from your opponent, and that'll help you move forward and back while controlling your distance and still looking good for all your punches. So we have an expression for someone looking awkward on camera during a fight. That's called having egg on the face. This pops up in every fight scene, as we always are making constant adjustments and we're gonna have new spaces that we need to fill. What you can do in these moments is to use your acting and throw in a ghost beat to help you fix the problem. So a ghost beat is an improvised movement that you throw in to fill in the extra space during a fight. You can see the guys in the raid doing this well by moving their hands, which keeps them from looking awkward as they wait for the next beat. You can also see it here as I throw an extra left punch while Aaron sweeps my leg. Another tip to help your reactions is to actually remember that you're acting. Don't forget about the story in favor of just remembering the choreography. Take your time to really feel the character. Are you exhausted by the end of your fight? Story should be your main motivation. My last quick tip to looking better on camera is to try and stay open to camera. This means that if you see two fighters facing off, one of them will usually be in the left stance and the other one, for my taste, is usually in the right stance. So they're both open to camera and you can see what's happening right here. If you make this adjustment on set, your choreography might have to change a little bit, but the audience will be able to see what you're doing a lot better. And that's it, guys. Remember, these are just my personal tips from my experience, and I believe that they make my fights look better. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and check out our whole playlist below.